Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some roster reviews. It's been about 2 months since I finished the old list, and that list was full of people that requested reviews between February and March of 2024. So that was like a year and a half to get through all that. So I was taking a break, a couple months, and I just opened up reviews, opened up requests for reviews yesterday. And I had to shut off the pipeline a lot quicker than I thought. I said it'll be open for about 24 hours or so, because the last time I opened requests, granted I had a smaller channel, I had probably 8,000 or 9,000 subs, not like 19,000. I only shut it off after like 3 weeks. I got close to 3 weeks before I got over 100 requests. And I got over 120 requests in 3 hours. So I had to shut it off. So apologies to anyone that missed that window. I'm really sorry. It's just the people at the end of that line are still like a year out on their requests. So it's still going to take forever. However, thankfully, I don't know, maybe not thankfully, depending on who you are, how you look at it. A lot of people didn't follow the rules for submitting the request. There's a bunch of information I asked for: your game name, your ally code, when you started, what you've worked on, your spending habits, all that stuff. Most people gave all that information in order. Some people just slapped down their ally code, no context. Some people just put their ally code, said what they're working on. If I don't know how long you've had an account, or if I don't know your game name, number one, I can't confirm that it's your account at all. I could just be reviewing a random account if it still happens to be a real ally code. And then if I don't know when they started, I don't know how to gauge how successful they've been, or their game mode focuses or anything. So a lot of people disqualified themselves through that. And this player is the first player to follow the rules. There were like 5 people before that got disqualified. So this is Artanis Neravar. They're Ninja Masters, 9.9 million GP. I asked for people not super endgame, that if they're super endgame, not to submit a request, because it's just kind of more boring. There's less to go through and less to aim for. But this player, I wouldn't say this is super endgame. They've got a lot of stuff they can work on, so there's plenty of room for pointers, as well as reviewing how well they've done. This player said they started playing around the time of the AAT raid, so I think that's like 2016 at some point or something. Then took a break after the Sith raid came out, started back again at the tail end of New Bad Batch. So that seems like a pretty short window of actually playing. They're working on Pirates and then either Balin or Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Depends on Lightspeed bundles and Lightspeed tokens. So let's see what they got in ships first and foremost. Well, what's their rank in fleet? I always forget to take it. 21. So yeah, they might be climbing with that. That'd be good. 4-star Profundity. That's the only like GL fleet. They do have Negotiator. Executor, did I have any progress towards that? Okay, so they're pretty much there. Did I miss Executor? I mean, Fire. No, they don't have Executor. I mean, get Executor. You're close. Did you get like a Lightspeed bundle or something? Because all this stuff is very close and 7 stars, so it's just right for the picking. So that's probably be higher on your priority list than Pirates or Balin or Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, because that'll help you climb too. I mean, Profundity is great as well. With Rogue One, should be able to climb against almost anything. Oh, 7-star Rogue One. Okay, so that'll get it going. Spend some crystals, get it up to 4-star or 5-star Profundity, so you can have an extra reinforcement. But if you're able to climb to 1, then I guess you don't have to super focus on fleets. As far as rounding out your fleets, your Chromium 3, which is pretty low for this GP. Leviathan, I mean, you're probably held up by Fury Class Interceptor. I would aim to start farming all the stuff for Leviathan when you're like 6 months out from unlocking Fury Class Interceptor from Proving Grounds. And if you're already there, you might want to consider it. But fleets is pretty paramount in this game. You need good fleets to get anywhere. You already have a pretty good Galactic Republic. This Bad Batch, well, it's not too much added there, but at least you got a Zeta here. Put the Omegas on for a ship. Any ship you're using, the Omegas make the same difference as a Zeta. The number of your power will go up more from a Zeta, but it won't actually matter. So do that for your key pilots, even if you're not working on them for any other reason. Which makes me want to double check all their stuff too. 6-dot mods as well for your key pilots. You're running Profundity, you want your dash to have 6-dot mods for sure. Get them some Zetas too. And Profundity, that's also going to matter. So 6-dot mods, really going to affect your Profundity. In Zeta, well, these are some Omegas. Again, so apply the Omegas or... Yeah, they have to be Omegas. I mean, you got the 2 Zetas. I thought one of his Zetas was on his leadership. But anyway. So you want those on all your key pilots. So it's for you, it's mainly Millennium Falcon. You got a pilotless ship, then an Outrider. So 6-dot mods, very important there. Let's see, Datacron's probably not too much, a little bit. So yeah, I mean, interact with Datacrons to some degree. From this new set, I'd recommend picking up at least the Jawacron. It's the cheapest one to upgrade from the Focus Datacrons. It's amazing stats, and you can just use it with anything. So it's great. It's cheaper than these two, and takes less to upgrade it to its full potential. Wampa's great, Rolo's great, so good calls there. As far as the roster, we have 3 Galactic Legends. And what's really standing out to me is interesting and a bit of a gap in the account. Jabba has 4 Zetas and Rey has 3. So they both have ultimates. So they've been acquired for at least some time, probably for a little while. You want all the Zetas on your Galactic Legends, and you want to give them some better mods than gray 5-dot mods. Like, absolutely. Give them some good speed. He cares about health too, but mainly speed. Galactic Legend is usually like one of the top 3 Zetas you apply because it gives them survivability. So your job is going to die pretty fast as soon as Quicksand goes down, or maybe even from some really intense AoEs. So that's more like it. That's more like a Galactic Legend modding. We got some. That's actually some decent health for Relic 5, and that speed is fine. You don't care about crit damage. This looks good overall, principle. I mean, compared to what I'm looking at for Jabba. So yeah, that triangle and that diamond definitely. Leia, I mean, I love the biggest thing in favor of this account is you have Leia and Jabba, the 2 highest priority Galactic Legends. Looks like you're focused on health and speed for her. That's great. But the Zetas for Rey, I mean, Galactic Legend, it's way more important for Rey than it even is for Jabba, because Jabba can hide behind Chrysanthemum and not even get targeted. She is all about her health. Galactic Legend juices that up. This helps her not lose turn meter or something. The basic, if you really need to skip one, you can skip that one. Looks like we have the Dark Side clones all at Relic 9. I think that's a questionable choice. I mean, hats off. Your guild should probably really appreciate you for doing that. But I'm looking at the rest of this roster. I don't really see anything else Relic 9 except Cup, which is from a pack. I just don't think that's where... That's very... It's nice for your guild, but it's still very temporary. They're not an S tier team. They don't have an assault battle associated with them, unless you just count like an Empire assault battle. I don't even know how they're doing that. But yeah. Oh, Jedi Master Luke here too. I miss him because he only has 2 Zetas. That's why I have to look at this filter sometimes. Oh my gosh. What? 6. How did I miss Sprinkler Kylo Ren too? Oh, he's down here. Man, some people are probably like, you're blind, you're blind. 6 GLs. I thought there were 3 because these others are hiding so much. Yeah, you don't need to worry about farming any other Galactic Legends anytime soon. Just work on things you have. Pretend like the Journey Guide doesn't exist. Pretend like there's nothing else for you to farm. Don't go for Pirates. Don't go for Balin. Don't go for Giant Cal Kestis. Don't even go for another ship. We'll go for the ship. Or upgrade your Profundity. If you're able to climb to 1 in Profundity, that's fine. You don't need to like worry about being 2 or 3 fleets deep for Fleet Arena. Work on your relics for these Galactic Legends. Give them some Zetas. Every single Zeta you get until all these are at least at 5 Zetas. They should all go to one of these Galactic Legends. I mean, you have protection. There's only so much you're going to get when you just Relic 3. All these GLs, all of them, need to go to Relic 7. It's just plain and simple. I mean, you have the right schema going on, like the right types of stats you're going for, like protection on him. Crit damage, yes, but like you don't pick for a Galactic Legend a crit damage primary on a speed set that has 3 speed. That's just preposterous. I mean, it's pretty much Kylo Ren. Yes, you want speed on him, you want some health, you want the crit damage, you want offense. Health or offense, I'll do it. These are terrible. You have lots of stuff already. You don't need more stuff. You need to work on the stuff you already have. So that is just incredible. Like, yeah, the Relic 9 Dark Cyclones, terrible priority. Even though they are in the raid. It's just, I don't know, it's crazy. So I'll look at the rest of, try to look through what you got, but it's like, don't go for more stuff. Let's go Ufus. That gives like probably the best picture of the Conquest unit situation. So we got Cat, Gear 1, level 1. Yeah, I mean, like, don't worry about Balin for now. You got bigger fish to fry as far as what you're developing. Don't do the pirates. Even Malicos kind of takes a backseat because Galactic Legends are good everywhere. You know, Malicos just in Grand Arena. Cat is someone I'd say work on, because she's amazing with Rey. Even if you don't have JMK, she's amazing with Rey. She's great with Padme. If you want to run that, yeah, just kind of great all around. Grand Inquisitor, Relic 3, no Zetas. Mara Jade is a character actually can skip her Zetas. You don't really need all the Zetas on her. Starkiller Gear 12 is weird. I mean, it's really valuable. I don't know how long you've had it. Maz Kanata unlocked. Relic 2. You're like real scattershot. It seems like you're just addicted to hitting the other thing. Oh my gosh, Bane. Okay, Bane is on the levels of other Galactic Legends. So you put the work into Bane. Bane needs good relics. Malik is great too. I mean, this roster is like Swiss cheese. Like, there's so many holes in it. It's just crazy. And it's so funny to me that people, if they watch my channel and they're able to get in the request so fast that they don't already know kind of the things I think are valuable, or like don't agree and don't go for those things. That's Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan. Where's Padawan Obi-Wan? I see Master Qui-Gon. Oh, there he is. All right, that's a feather in the cap. So Relic 7 and close here, so that's going to be great for resources. Yeah, that Omicron, really helpful. And it seems like you're doing just fine on Conquest units, which is another rare feather in the cap for the account. Just seems really good for Conquest. Probably Conquest Pass is helping. But you just have so much. Forget about the Journey Guide. Pretend it doesn't exist. You have so much you need to work on, and you work on mods. Do 6 refreshes a day for mods, both for farming the mods themselves, the challenges, or for slicing mats. If you find like a bunch of good mods that are going to go on a character and you think it fits well, you just need to slice them up. Take a break from farming the mod challenges and just slice things up. But yeah, there's a lot of things to worry about here. I mean, I'll spot check a little bit of speed, but mainly I've been looking over the things. I think I don't know why Disguised Clone Trooper needs to be the fastest character on your roster. I mean, all these characters, it's not even the right turn order for the run at Relic 9. If you want to help out your guild, just do Tarkin and Scorch to Relic 9. You can run those two and get a max score. This is good. That's well, like, you got it in you. You know how to do it. Just you need to pick up the more mods. It's just pretty bad across most of the roster. And Scorch doesn't need to be fast. I mean, that's not that fast. He just needs to survive. But yeah, a lot of stuff you have. You got to work on. Like, I think this is I mean, I get, and this is why I ask people the game mode focus. This player actually didn't give that, but I didn't disqualify them because they had almost everything else. It seems like they're very guild focused, but what's going to help a guild is develop Galactic Legends. So that's what you need to work on. So that's it for this one. Thanks so much for putting in the request and letting me take a look. The next account we got, and you wouldn't have seen one of these for a long time in my roster reviews, given how long it took me to get to that list. But we have a baby account. This Hymin Yeest, 1.2 million GP. They're 4 months into the account. Started July 2025. So that's like not even 4 months, depending on how when in July I was. Said they're farming Executor, then Java, and gonna go for Leia after. Great path. They prioritize guild events and assault battles as well as fleets, and they're free to play. So right here is telling for some things. They're focused with the Poncho Bros. So those are like the only relics at all so far, which is actually, it's not terrible. I mean, conquests help too. You don't really need it yet. You're doing easy conquest probably. They're not like the best everywhere. So that's why if you're able to get a relic character, I think doing like Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader, or like at least Darth Vader and someone else that's good supporting for that, is going to get you through at least 2 challenge tier 1 assault battles with a supporting cast. But I guess you don't need a supporting cast, so it's kind of debatable. Like, it's just these 2. Good to go. I mean, this is a baby account. And they're running Executrix and Arena, which isn't bad. And that's, that's their fleet commander. So that's one of the 3 relics. I'm not going to turn my nose up at that at all. Makes sense. I mean, and he's a good character right now. I mean, what are your clone troopers looking like? Do you have them to go? So not really the whole squad there. Maybe at some point you consider it, but they're not accelerated. They're Power Tech characters. But Tarkin himself is actually just better now than he used to be. And yes, that Empire fleet is going to transition a little bit better into the Executor farm because what are they running? You can run Houndstooth with anything. I would start Houndstooth once, actually right now. I'd start Houndstooth. Okay. Yeah, I would be starting Houndstooth in your starting lineup. Probably even over the Bomber, the Health and Protection. Well, I don't know. Bomber's a great reinforcement. You come in, everyone's burning, and then you could do another burning later. But it just depends. TIE Advanced, Imperial TIE Fighter, you're going to be relicing up for Executor. So they're going to go really well. And then you relic up Houndstooth. If you are going to go for Executor as your first #1 Fleet Arena team, or like the first team that's going to get you to #1 Fleet Arena, yeah, Executrix makes sense. And as I talked with Nooch a little while ago, while we kind of debated who to go for first, Leia or Java, we kind of came to the agreement that it just all depends on which fleets you're going for first. If you're going for Executor, it lends itself better to Java because you have some bounty hunters and then you have some Empire in there, which mesh well with the Java farms, and you're getting Millennium Falcon easily because you're already farming all those bounty hunter fleets, and Millennium Falcon is a big bottleneck to getting Java because it's required for Jedi Knight Luke. But if you're going for Leia, I think the Galactic Republic fleet is just the easiest one to get up and running and get to #1. You got to know what you're doing, and it feels like less waste. And it's just a little faster to get up and running. But Executor is a stronger fleet overall, especially with Punishing One. When I started my free-to-play account, Punishing One did not exist. But still, I think in fleets, you're going in the right direction. So, and where are you at rank-wise? 24? That's awesome. That's great. Good job. Like, that's really good. You're going to start getting... or I don't know what their fleet payout is because they could be getting decent crystals already. So awesome job. I really like that. Because it takes work. No matter what you're doing, no matter what fleet you pick, you need to have a good fleet to go with. Saw with the Lightspeed token, not a bad choice. Early, so I picked Saw because I am like he was someone. Because, I mean, I don't know if this player watched my last Go Tanks video and picked Saw because I didn't. It might not make the most sense for this roster. I would say, actually, Captain Rex would have been a great choice. He's already 7 stars, but that would get him to gear 12 and a lot of cover tech, and he's a very important character. So I think for this roster, actually, that would have been better. Maybe you use the Carbonite one on him, because I'm not seeing a ton... gear 10s. I mean, I guess maybe it was... Might have been 3PO and Chewie, yeah, because I think it gets you the 3-star. Which, that's not a bad choice either. Phoenix, I'm glad you're working on the Phoenix. They're going to get you a lot of places, a lot of challenge tier 1 assault battles, or two specifically. The military might is a lot easier to do first. And you do an Imperial Trooper. A little bit. So gear 8, I mean, they're going to be good for you too. I mean, Phoenix and Imperial Troopers are very high value teams early on. I'm partial to a Palpatine Vader approach, which I don't see. Okay, there's Palpatine, is 5-star. They're going to get you 2 assault battles just like Imperial Troopers would, but I think just kind of like easier to work with and more fun. And more viability, because like Vader, you're farming, you'll need them for relics for your ship. Palpatine, you don't need relics for a ship or anything. Well, actually, I mean, Piet, you need relics for your ship, but he's not like the central like damage dealer or damage taker of that Imperial Trooper team, whereas Vader is. So if you have just a relic Vader and the rest of the team is like gear 10 or gear 11, you could still do a lot. He can go first, he can do his Merciless Massacre, kill a bunch of people, so that's why I like him better for that. Ultimately, what I got challenge tier 1 done for Place of Power, it was like Palpatine, Vader, Nihilus, Bastila Shan Fallen, and Savage Press. You're already at 4 months in. I mean, this is... I'm trying to get pointers, but this is great. I love this account. I think this is looking phenomenal. There's clear direction, and there's not a whole lot of waste. Grievous, I think it was a Lightspeed token as well, probably. And, oh... You know, actually, they might be, if you're willing to go for them, they might be the best value for first relics because of one big thing, a ton of credits. It is very hard to get a lot of credits early on. And if you just have these two, you're going to be rolling in the credits every month. So that's something to consider for me, too. I think getting a relic character is difficult, so I'll probably still advise to brand new players like go for Phoenix and work on them first, and you know, maybe a few other challenge tier 1 assault battles to get all the Kyrotech and stuff. But if you're looking at early relics, they are not a bad choice at all. And Datacron's not really a thing right now, but I love this account. I think it's looking great. So thank you so much for letting me take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's funny. But yeah, no, awesome job. So keep it up. Thanks for watching. Oh wait, I still need to look at their mods. I forgot. I got lost in how much I was buying this small account. 329 for an account this small. That's really good. I don't care who it's on. It's really good. I mean, this mod is the one that hasn't been sliced up yet. 22 speed and offense primary. 14 speed and health. That's good. Qui-Gon likes a lot of offense, and this is pretty good stats otherwise. It's actually rare you see flat percentage, you know, like 4 without any decimals. That's not a primary. That's odd. That's kind of rare. See, it's like 4.3. It's usually something like that. So, I don't know, just a little thing I noticed. 27 speed, and you got offense percentage secondary. That's great. 20 speed. Defense. And there's some offense secondary percentage there, so that like it was a good one to pick to slice up. Very well done. Obi-Wan being worked on. I think Qui-Gon might be more valuable for that assault battle too. Anyway. Obi-Wan's gonna just carry through Conquest. He's so nice. Working on the mods. I mean, the mod slicing comes slow when you're new. So that's a good place to put it. 127. I mean, he's a gear 10. He's a gear 8. So like you get a lot of speed from gear as you go up. So understandable. Target 95 speed. Speed and potency, or what's his potency? So he really wants a lot of potency. Yeah, like try to shove potency in there where you can. Yeah, that's for him specifically. I'm not sure he's the one I'd go for a relic on that fleet. I don't know. I think maybe Vader, Bosk first, but I don't know. Nothing standing out too much is like a bad idea. Some characters are naturally just fat, like have a higher base speed. Like Chopper's a pretty high base speed, so he's gonna be up higher. even without trying, and TIE Fighter pilot, so it's like plus 72, but he's 242 speed. Captain Rex is decently fast. I mean, prioritize characters I'd say to prioritize right now for speed: Captain Rex, Bosk, Vader. Definitely needs a lot of speed. I go with a speed set on him for now, because going first or like being able to go is more important than just like having offense. You want him to go quickly and lay out the dots and get a bunch of ability block and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's most of it. I don't think there's too many that you gotta focus on. I mean, Anakin, he's 65. Yoda's not too bad. I mean, just a very small account, very small but mighty. I really like this account. And now that's it for this one. On to the final account. And the last account we're going to look at today is HMRNDSKL. I don't know. Creators of the Lost Dragon. 8.19 million GP. Said they started in October 2022. So just about 3 years old at this point. Right? Yeah, 3 years old. Currently working on Bo-Katan. Wanted some guidance on which GLs to go for next. Well, if it's GL, we'll see. Primarily focused on Grand Arena with a bit of TW. And also completely free to play, they say. So I'll be looking for, you know, signs that they bought a Lightspeed bundle here or there, maybe, but maybe not. I see a Fury class Interceptor, and yes, I see a Leviathan. Got Leviathan, got Executor. Profundity, historically, I've said is the lowest priority out of those big three, because it's just hard to get, and it doesn't stack up. That's potentially changing some. It's, you know, I think it's easier to beat Leviathan with Executor than Profundity, but Profundity can just crush Executor now, pretty much anything else, and it's really good at undermining things. So I don't know. But then you also have Home One that's kicking butt too. It's just can't really use Millennium Falcon or Outrider in the starting lineup. But I don't know. I don't think I can advise right now on whether to go for Profundity or not. But as the last, like prioritize it. But as the last of the big three fleets, it is worth going for at some point. Galactic Republic is kind of like the obligatory check. Okay, that's enough for me. 6 dot mods, you know, Zeta, enough relics is plenty. So they're pretty well rounded on those fleets. Empire fleet looks great. It's Scythe and everything. Which league were they in? I always forget to take note. Kyber 4. So that I think that tracks right about. I mean, 8 million actually. That's probably better than I expect. That's really good. That's really strong. I mean, going for Leviathan early is just very important. 3 GLs that I can see. I mean, the first guy. Okay, so that's my typical experience. Is if you have GLs, they're all gonna be at the top left of your roster when you look. But that first guy, they were just all over the place. I'm like, what is going on? But this looks so solid. This looks really good. I mean, the 2 most important GLs to farm, Supreme Kylo, especially with Darkseid Rey, is just kind of a catch-all. He's like one of the best offensive GLs in the game, and he's got protection recovery at this point. So that's amazing. I mean, Jedi Master Kenobi is good. It's just there's things that he like struggles with now. I mean, it's hard. It was kind of hard for him to beat Jabba for a while. He's not going to beat Ahsoka. He is going to have a hard time against Lord Vader and his clones. He is not good against Pirate King Hondo. Whereas Supreme Lord Kylo can beat all of those with relative ease. So he is great. We got, I mean, of course, Malik and Darth Revan for Leviathan. Got Reva, got Malicos, Ezra. Relic 5's a little light, but still good. Bane, you know, Drogon is great. Queen Amidala. That's just nice. We got Treya Omicron, Wampa Omicron. This is like all killer, no filler. There's no bloat that I'm seeing anywhere. So this is awesome. Really good. I'm really liking what I see. Yeah, nothing is like. And we got Great Mothers getting worked on, so let's take a look at that. They said they were working on Bo, which is, yeah, not a bad farm at all. Okay. Sorry. Pause. IG. CIG. So not super far along for Bo-Katan. It's funny, the actress for Bo-Katan was just on Joe Rogan podcast. I was listening to that. What's her face? Katie Sackhoff. But yeah, I mean, that's good to go for. You already got Keller and Beck at 7 stars. I honestly, I mean, I think Great Mothers are like a better team. Okay, so do you have Enoch, Pretty People? Remnant, yeah. Okay, so you already got that Pretty team. Great Mothers is, and Morgan. Clearly, you're working on them already. I say finish them, go into Relics. And then with Zombie in there, you're going to get Den Challenge Tier 3 for the Night Sister Assault Battle. And then you're pretty close to Balin. So I think that's a good farm too after Mando or Bo-Katan. Not much progress on Merrick or Shin. But definitely Great Mothers at least. You don't have to go for Balin. It's just those two pieces of the puzzle get you a lot closer. Don't go for new Bad Batch. That's something you can kind of skip. That's new. Yeah, you don't always want to avoid all non-accelerated teams, but they're one you can skip if you got other stuff you can work on. Just don't worry about them. Sith faction looks good. Ufu faction. Looking for like Maz Kanai at least unlocked. I'm not seeing her, so I don't know. Maybe not getting red crate or anything, which is fine. I mean, I think gold crate is plenty. Maul just sitting there, sadly, but it kind of makes sense. You can throw him with Seer. I mean, you can run the Seer, Malicos. Maul is like no sacrifice in there. Star Killer. Where is Star Killer? Do you have Star Killer? Is there no Star Killer? There's no Star Killer, man. Aw, man. That's crazy. But I guess... I don't know. I mean, I don't use him in Kyber 1 that much. He literally... That team literally cost me my last match. For the final match of the season because they lost. I won with him previously against the same team, so it's not fair to say that they just suck, but... I don't know. I mean, if you're at this point, I guess you don't have to have him. But in 3v3, Malicos with Starkiller is pretty transcendent. Pretty awesome. I mean, Rebel Faction's looking good. You got a full CLS team. You got a good Leia team. And I myself also kept my Phoenix at Gear 12. Because after a while, you don't really need them. Because you're getting military might assault battles done with the Leia requirements or Leia herself. And then you need Night Sisters to really get far in Secrets and Shadows. So I think that's looking good. And yeah, Pirates not really working on them. That's good too. All right, I think it's great. I think it's time to look at mods overall. And they got gas too. I think it's looking really good. So I say, I mean, get Bo-Katan, then work up the Great Mothers, consider Balin. If you want another GL, I'd say, honestly, Rey. Consider Rey. It's probably easier to get than GL Ahsoka. Although GL Ahsoka is getting her new bonus event, which is nice. It's just so costly to get her that it's kind of like, yeah, really, I don't know. I think Rey would be a great pairing for Jedi for Ezra Exile. I'm not sure where you're running him now, but I know he's amazing. Sprinter Kylo is 587, 126,000 health. Crit damage, offense good. Leia, pretty fast, plus 186, 104k health, awesome, good stuff. Jabba, pretty fast, good health, yeah, he's real good. Echo fast is not GL, it's interesting. 360, that is quite fast. I don't know if he's running with Queen Amidala or not, but I guess fast Echo is never a bad thing. It's quite valuable utility player. I'm honestly going to work on my own for the GoTanks account once I get Queen Amidala, because he's going to run with that team. Admiral Piat, pretty fast too. If the Imperial Troopers are getting a lot of work done for you, that's great. If not, you don't need them so fast. Seventh Sister, I mean, yeah, she's supposed to be fast on that team. I don't know why you want Mara Jade fast if you don't have Starkiller, honestly. I mean, she's with Palpatine pretty good. And you could, I guess, put Vader in there and stuff. And maybe we're getting some good stuff done. But really, she's such a high priority because she works well on that Starkiller team. It was a good Revan. Lots of health, good damage, small, good. Jedi Revan. Mainly speed and health is what I'm looking for. Yeah, good stuff. He's more of a support unit, honestly. Speed and health we're looking for. Yep. Okay, so clearly knows what they're doing. Clearly on top of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I like honestly trust whatever you want to go for next too. I would trust it. I mean, to get this far, just 3 GLs, you're knocking it out of the park with a lot of these conquest units and teams to work on, which characters you're giving good modding to. It's honestly great. I mean, this deep, this far down, I'm looking at, I'm still seeing over 300 speed, even without speed set. That's so each of these rows is 8 characters, 2 full rows plus 5. That's 21. There's a lot. It's like almost 30 characters over 300 speed. That's very, very good. It's very well put together. Tons of protection on Malik. I love that. And Malgus. Yeah, no, great health. No, this is a good, really good account. So I don't have too much else to say. I guess take a look at Bane, lots of health. Yeah, never a doubt. Keep it up. I mean, you keep growing. You're gonna creep your way up to Kyber 2, Kyber 1 even. There's 8 million. That's like small, very small. Also kind of fits the mold of small but mighty. Not quite that small, but very well put together. So thank you for letting me take a look. Appreciate it. And that'll be it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and welcome back to Ross Reviews. Just can't believe how many people sign up so fast. I couldn't come up with a better way to sift through people or like limit requests, and I thought, maybe I'll have a day or so before I get over 100, but nope, it was within like a couple hours, so that was insane. But anyway, thanks so much for the support. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.